Hello again and welcome back to another Supreme Commander Forged Alliance Forever derpcast. Today we have a 6v6 and this is going to be taking place on a map which I hadn't actually seen before and I thought it was new, but apparently it's been around since 2018, and that is this Gap of the Caribbean. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I see two things in this Rorschach test. The first is an angry manta ray here, and the second is like an overly muscly guy that looks like he's flexing on everyone. Possibly the dog meme. I'm not entirely sure. You'd let me know in the comments which one you think this is. So this map looks like it's going to play a little bit like Gap, but with a little bit more options for aggression. There's a whole sea to fight over. If we look at the reclaim, not a huge amount. Definitely going to be worth fighting over this island. Look, all these mechs in the middle here. So much money. So we'll go around, we'll introduce our players. Starting on team 1 over here. In the blue Cyberncom, it is Joban. He is 700 rated. In the purple Cyberncom here, it is Signal Runner. In the pink, in Anime Girl Pink, we've got, how do you pronounce this? Konjinki no Yami? Do I really want to Google that? FBI, open up! Jesus Christ. Up here in the chonky UEF Cyancom, we've got Paragon. It looks like he misspelled Paragon, but you can't make a Paragon because you're not an Aeon commander. Up here in the grey, we've got in Brokeback Mountain Grey, we've got Buckinchuck. He is playing in the Seraphim commander. And yellow, last but not least here, it's Muscle Confusion. He is playing in that very thick UEF com. Over on the left hand side here, she's a Squealer in the pink Aeon com here, playing front. We've got Once Handsome in the very handsome red UEF, Blood Angels red. Down here in white, we've got Buttons, White Chocolate Buttons, and he is the highest rated player in the game here at 1800. He is so much higher than everybody else. Down here in Woke Grey, we've got Gatron. Well, I assume that's some kind of very progressive transformer there. And last but not least, we have TV Nobby, and he is playing in the purple. We've got two purple. He's playing in the purple Cyberans. We've got two purple Cyberans. So looking at our ratings here, we've got kind of a team captain for each team, but poor Paragon here, Paragon, he is a lot lower. Buttons here is 1800. That is well into, I think 1800 is he's gonna destroy me in a combat. That's for sure. 1v1. Obviously, I am going to be rooting for Red Wings here. He is 500 rated. Hopefully Red Wings does well. So the average ratings, it's fairly, 88% is not great, but the game does go on a long time apparently. This replay sent in by someone by email. Apparently it's a good game. I have some time this evening, so if it does turn out to be good, I will do some tinkering in Photoshop and then I will upload it. So straight away we've got some air harassment here from Signal Runner. He looks like he's going for a bomb, and all three people on the bottom left island here immediately rushing transports. Red Wings coming in here with his... Let's stick the map up. Is he going to get 3 engineers? I don't know how he managed to only get 1. Oh, this cliff. Okay, so it looks like the cliff here is going to be messing with the bombers, so you might miss your targets. He gets a second pass here. Does take out 2. Meanwhile, 6 engineers drop here for TV Nobby and immediately go AFK. Red Wings starts a land factory. Good move. Gatron throwing up this... I guess it's kind of ironic that he's he's a Cyberman in Cybran. Throwing up a PD immediately to defend the Mexes from another drop. Joban arrives late with his drop, and he drops 3 here and 3 here. So he's probably not going to get this, but I'd like his chances of securing this against no opposition. Yeah, immediately crushed here. Poor Joban. So these players are obviously lower rated, but it does make the game a little bit more unpredictable. It's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of the higher rated players will simply leave when they lose a few mechs or get their bases raided. So you can get a lot more unpredictable games. And that does make them kind of good to watch. Immediately throwing up the land factories, not picking up the mexes here. Muscle confusion, a little bit confused about his resources. He is throwing mechs upgrades here. Remember that a T2 mex is only worth 3 Tech 1 mexes, so these two here are worth the same as this. What that means is that instead of getting those T2 mexes, he could have just picked up these. And he's also only building Lobos, which won't defend him from the air here. Squealer. Now I'm saying she, that's a little bit, perhaps we shouldn't use gender associative norms. Moving out, collecting the mexes, so going to have lots of income to boost out of these factories by the looks of it. And this looks like it's been a, I was going to say it's a solid win for Team 1. But Signal Runner here, he's coming in with the Jester. And that's a pretty sad end. Just runs straight into this anti-air turret. And poor Muscle Confusion is in a 2v1 because it looks like his friend, once handsome, has opted to drop here in the middle. There's no mexes here. I do not understand what he's attempting to get with that. Conversely, Bucking Chuck has come all the way over Brokeback Mountain and dropped here behind enemy lines. Again, no mexes to fight for here. Has it been seen? Well, yeah, they can see everything. Squealer with the radar up. So that's probably not going to last long. Now, Joban does look like he managed to take this. But they've lost the middle island. Okay. A large number of bombers from Signal Runner taking to potentially destroy this. That is a nice take back from air. How much has he had to sacrifice in eco to do that? Well, he has 3 Tech 2 mexes and his mirror has 8. So a long way behind there, probably from stalling all the E to collect the bombers. And he desperately needs to kill that anti-air. Going for the mexes though. Nice drop here. I think this is good. I mean, I think in a lot of the kind of gap and crater maps, there's not enough combat for to try and take and hold, especially on these islands. I think, you know, taking these are going to be quite key. There's a bit more to fight over. Looks like Buttons has arrived here only to find that his lower rated teammate has already got there. Now, do you think Muscle Confusion can hold on in the middle? His eco looks decent, but he's not got any of these extra mexes. He is 5 factories to versus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right now. Not sure why this expansion has been allowed to remain. Joban, having spread around the map here, is using all of his eco to... he's not going for T3 air, he is just going to spam Corsairs. He's upgrading his mexes. Still upgrading his mexes to T2, so he's a long way behind for a eco slot, really. When I say that, TV Nobby is even further behind. Why is that? He's got so many mexes. I guess spending on anti-air like this. If you do have time, spread them out, TV Nobby, next time. Because obviously one bomber will kill all of these. The combat in the middle. Well, Squealer didn't go for the Aeon double gun. He's gone for T2. He's going to try to fortify the middle. Muscle Confusion, just content to use his comm as a engineer. He's got idle engineers. If you've got idle engineers, you should probably use your comm for combat. You could push here. You see how these two have traded places? Once Handsome and Buck and Chuck have basically like proxied each other. I'm not sure what they're hoping to gain from that. I think Squealer has made a much stronger play. He's collected the mexes. It's an odd choice to me. Okay, here we go. We have some Tech 2 units out from Paragon. But the Joban's Corsairs are hovering here. He's got 6 currently. 6 will be enough to kill a comm, especially one that's sitting here on an upgrade doing nothing. Have they been seen? No, there's no radar. The mongoose here. I mean, I gotta want Team 2 to win, right? They're down on rating. They're a long way down on rating. I gotta want Team 2 to win for sure. Who would win? A whole bunch of floaty boys? Or one boat? So here we go, the snipe here. It's going to be coming in on... He's not going to be able to dodge. He's surrounded by units. In come the Corsairs. No dodge. That's a lot of missiles in the face there. A lot of missing considering he didn't move at all. Now where is the air to protect him? Well, Squealer does actually have quite a lot of inties here. He should be able to hold this off. I think he might be able to do this. Not if he stands there not dodging, he won't. That's a second pass for the Corsairs. No air to assist the Corsairs here. I think he might be having a bit of a panic here. He's desperate to try and dodge, but his inties are just sitting here AFK. I think he may have just panicked. He needed to swap his factories to...
First blood.
Poor Squealer. I thought you were doing really well there, buddy. I feel like he maybe just panicked. Because he had inties, he had factories. If only his friend had been paying attention here. Buttons could have swapped to making anti-airs out of here pretty quickly. He had plenty of inties as well. So that essentially just leaves Buttons here with a base which is definitely going to get crushed. There's an open hole in the front. And once Handsome's base up here doesn't seem like it's going to... I mean, I don't think he's going to be able to hold on to this, surely. A couple of gunships will get rid of that. This is interesting. So, Joban has, after his air snipe success here, he is looking to transition into Navy, and he has done that by dropping Tech 2 engineers, and he's made a proxy naval base down here. Has that been scouted? Yes, it has. So they know there's more naval factories than expected. And this is a 700 versus 900. I kind of feel like this is a carry slot, right? With all the mexes here. Lots of extra mexes to collect. Some good harassment raiding here by the air. Signal runner doing well. Not a lot of players, especially at a low rating, will kind of keep using Tech 1 units like that around the map. As long as it's not the only thing he's doing, right? It's 12, 13 minutes. I feel like he should be getting up to T3 air now. He's got 8 T2 mexes, plus these. He really should be getting towards T3 air. Buttons looks like he's getting crushed, and he's going to lose a significant amount of income here. Meanwhile, once Handsome is defending his base with Tech 2 PD, he's got Tech 2 air. Are these Zuis? They are. So this is going to go right across the pond. He might lose all his naval production here. Poor Red Wings. He has got his red wings apparently, and it is this correct blood colour. But is he going to lose all his naval yard to Zuis? Possibly. Obviously the subs can't do anything to Zuis. Torpedoes don't hit things that are floating above the water. This base ended up being actually very harassing. Buck and Chuck with the big brain play. Definitely a wrinkly brain here. And you really don't see this very often. Para here with the Tech 2 spam ferry command. With all these Tech 2 and a Tech 1 transport. Is that really... I mean, I guess it's faster, right? I mean, it's worked. Look at all these mongoose he's got here. The Chad Swole boys. The gang. Oh, look, they're going to pose for the camera. Fresh out the gym, look. They walk like absolute Chads. Like Chads, straight from the memes. Tech 2 naval yard here. Aeon frigate going to take care of those. Pew pew pew. Yami over here. He has made it to T3 air, and he has T3 scout out, collecting that scout information. Always good to see. And he's got ASF. Income-wise, teams fairly even. I'd say Team 2 looks slightly ahead. Not in Reclaim though. My goodness, Team 1 so far ahead in Reclaim. It's probably buttons, right? You would expect the higher rated players to be very active with their Reclaim. It's probably reclaimed this. Yeah, slurping up all that mass. That's actually quite bad for Team 2 here, because if there's anybody in this map that's playing against you that you really don't want to have a large amount of income, it's an enemy 1800 player. Because they're not going to sit around wasting their mass, they're not going to waste their time, they're not going to, well, they shouldn't spend it on things that don't affect the game. They're going to collect their mass, they're going to make something, and they're going to hurt you with it. Joban going Tech 2 Navy here. I guess this is the Navy slot. He's still continuing to produce Corsairs. And we've got this Tech 2 Navy. The crews are doing... it's got the cruisers out. Cybran Navy. Strat Bomber out for Yami. And this is turning into a bit of a nightmare for Buttons and Team 1 up here. They really are getting run over by all this Tech 1 trash. And there's the Swole boys, the mongoose mixed in. Where is the Strat Bomber going? Well, it's going for the mexes and they're unshielded. Oh, they're almost all Tech 3! Oh my god! Oh, that's so painful. Oh man, Buttons crushed there. They were all nearly upgraded. That's so much mass. Absolutely brutal. He immediately builds a Sam. You have to remember that Yami is half his rank, half his rating. Another strat bomb straight on all these mexes. Strat bomb looking like MVP here already. Absolutely disgusting. Is it going to get intercepted? Yes, it is. Can it drop another bomb? Yes, it can. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. So much damage. That strat. Absolutely disgusting. After that, we can see the eco. So Team 1 actually has dropped more than 100 eco. Team 2 pulled out a 200 eco lead, and I think that's mainly due to that strat. Absolutely disgusting. Team 1 looking on the ropes here already. They still hold some of this middle here. Cruisers versus destroyers is not a great fight for the cruiser. Although the Cyber destroyers can't shoot backwards, obviously. Oh, if only these Lobos were put in range. More Corsairs in over the top for Buck and Chuck. Where is he going? He is going for the PD. Absolute big brain there. Now as all of his units can move in, the Mongoose can take care of these. And Gatron's ASF not able to stop them. He's busy fighting interceptors and Tech 1 bombers in the middle. Tech 2 Land Factory HQ goes down for Once Handsome. Once Handsome is looking in real trouble. Now Gatron's base is under attack here from Zooey's. Nobby's brought his comm out to defend. Things looking real dire for Team 1, I would say. Down a player, base full of holes, losing another base up here. Oh, they are making progress down here with Navy though. It's a lot of frigates. Probably going to take these 3 mexes off. Can take this one. But that's a small raid compared to this, which is literally just denying a whole base. We need Red Wings to step up. 500 rated, already lost his mexes, already lost his power, kept these 2 luckily. He seems to be slightly AFK. Hello friend. Red Wings, buddy. I guess he's busy moving his boats. But not moving them quite enough. Sad. But at least he has some defense here. He's lost all his naval yards. For some reason he has Aeon and... Okay, so he was gifted Cyber and Tech. That's quite cool. Buttons might be in trouble here. Where is Buttons' comm? His comm is in his base here. Building T3 mexes when he's getting raided. He's about to get raided by units. I'm sure Buttons knows that units actually do beat T3 mexes in a fight. But FAF is one of those games where if you try to build defenses and units, sometimes it can actually be faster to build something if you eco first, due to the way the income works. Exponential income. The harbs are popping out. Is that his first harb? It looks like his first harb. So strong. These units are going to die. Uh-oh. Poor Red Wings looks like he's losing his base. In the middle, we've got an artillery versus TAC missile war. And that is probably going to go the way of the cyber attack missiles. It looks like Buttons is going to defend this. Does kill the hub, but another one rolls straight off the line here. And that is quite a lot of mass dumped, I would say. I still think it was worth it to push Buttons back. But Buttons is now at full T3 mixes. If we look at the eco, 239, he's actually behind Muscle Confusion, who's on 300. Full T3 mixes, T3 air, T3 power, mixes at the front. Definitely not confused about his aggression and his eco here. Poor Red Wings is still getting bullied, now by Torp Bombers as well. He's having to build PD in his base. This could change things. We thought that Gatron had been fairly quiet so far, but he's actually almost got a nuke. 22 minute nuke. Not that fast on off of 8 mexes, to be honest. Oh no, Red Wings, dodge my buddy, please don't. Okay, not a great bomb placement. He could have placed that here and picked up both. I think flying these here and bombing the mexes would be better.
Strategic launch detected.
So much pressure. So much pressure being exerted by Team 2. But you feel like they need to win it. The longer this game goes on, you've got to give it to Buttons. He's going to be an eco powerhouse late game if you let him. Those Nothers getting fighting the ASF. They need to be avoiding the ASF. Avoid the ASF. Bomb the mexes. Where's this nuke going? Well, it's going for the opposing. I guess this is eco. If this was Gap, it would be eco versus eco, right? That is going to land. There is no anti-nuke. It's not loaded. Boom.
That's a lot of damage.
Immediately starts a T2 power. Com has T3 engineering. He did manage to keep some T3 engineers. So not the end of the world. He also still has some mexes here. So his eco's not completely ruined, but he is put back to 77. Not as much as Once Handsome, who is now down to 3 mass a second. Where is he getting that extra 1 eco from? Does he have a mex somewhere? Don't know how Once Handsome has a single mex. I don't see it. Somehow he's getting an extra 2 mass from somewhere. Oh, it's up here. This is the extent of Once Handsome's base. That's it. He could like reclaim this and increase his mass income by like 10 times. Still fighting land units and floaty stuff. I think a lot of beginner players would crumble, but building this flak isn't that smart. Red Wing's doing well. He's holding on. He is buying time for his allies here to eco and make those nukes. The naval battle looks like it might be swinging back in the way of TV Nobby. He's managed to crush Navy here, I think. So many destroyers. He's got stealth boats. He's going to blow up the T2. Yeah, if he can get this, the naval factory, that's probably naval GG right here. That might let Team 1 get back in the game. Because look at the eco. Team 1 has half the eco of Team 2. They got to crush these mexes. How is the artillery war going? Well, not great for Red Wings. Now he's going to need to. He's stalling power by the looks of things. That's not good. Why is he stalling power? Well, he's got a lot of shields and not a lot of power. Is he upgrading? No, he's making destroyers. I think he might just have too many shields. Poor signal runner looks like he's running here. Losing another Tech 2 naval yard, which I assume can only make frigates now. In fly some torpedo bombers from Muscle Confusion. What is he targeting? Well, he goes after the cruiser there, which turned out to be a smart move. Units building up here. It's a standoff. An excellent strat. A Revenant out for Gatron, and he is just bombing these units. A very easy 6 Mongies there. I feel like this build up of units here is preventing them expanding, but at the same time, the longer you leave buttons on 2 bases like this, he's only going to make T3, and Harbs are just going to wreck any Tech 1, Tech 2 army you can throw at them. Especially if they've got a huge bank of Oblivions behind them. Need to throw this army this way.
Strategic launch detected.
Fucking Chuck, move in. Another nuke out from Gatron. Feels kind of bad calling him that, but he did call himself that, so... Is it going for the same place? Yes, it is. But this anti-nuke is now loaded, so I don't think that will land. Signal runner trying to get back into Navy, I guess. Is that going for T3? He's going to T3 Navy with no other naval yards and no boats. That is that's a strong power gamer move right there. Oh my goodness. Once Handsome gets taken out by torp bombers. Just sitting in the water. Great snipe there. The Cougar might take this down. Yeah, those Harbs just ruined that army. Look, that's what's left of your Tech 2 army. But Buck and Chuck, it looks like he's going to get in and wipe out poor old Red Wings Navy again. Oh, Red Wings. Poor soul. Maybe bringing this Tech 2 Navy back would be a good move at this point. It would have been a good idea before they lost this. His Muscle Confusion is throwing all of his extra eco into Navy now. He is spamming destroyers for shield boats out. Joban hiding down here. And we've got Restorers. Restorer spam. Good against Navy. Wow. These Harbs just ruining everything. There is just no Tech 1, Tech 2 land army is going to match that. They're too strong. Especially when it's just hoovering this up behind. And Buttons is now on 600 eco off of 2 bases, look. Very dangerous. So what's the response? Well, Para has swapped to T3 land now. Which is a smart move, I think. We're going to have a naval clash here. It's only an SACU. I'm not sure why they're primarying it. They might think it's his comm. We've got a naval fight here. Oh. It looks like Muscle Confusion is just going to retreat with his shield boats. I mean, the Zooies are going to trade effectively with the Harbs if the Harbs don't move. They've got that going for them. But this naval push... This naval push has cost 12 mexes here and another 8 mexes here. So 20 mexes denied by this. Not a great move here. Moving in kind of 2 lines into a formation of Valiants. Remember, the range on the UEF destroyer is not great. Ugh. Transport with a Rasboy here gets shot down. Very sad. That was no doubt about to start spamming harms, which would have made a big difference. There is a Monkey Lord out, so Gatron drops a Monkey Lord. That's surely going to clean up all of this. Right? Right. Monkey Lord plus Harbs. That's a dead, very dead Tech 2, Tech 3 army. It's a shame because these destroyers from Buck and Chuck here actually would have been able to deal with the Harbs, I think. Look at them, they have so much veterancy. So much value. Thousands of mass killed. Torp's going after the monkey. No reaction here. Might have been good to run the Titans up and round, but there's a GC now as well. And I feel like the game might be swinging back. Mind you, still double the eco, but I think this attack is going to come to nothing. It's just going to be an expensive mass gift that's denied some mexes for a while. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. The Mongi's just chonking it down, especially with the Zooies. Spider is running for its life. The Harbs come in to save it. Not enough. Monkey Lord drops. Meanwhile, the Navy is pushing in here. It looks like this battleship is going to die to Salems that have crawled up onto the land. Oh my goodness. Poor Signal Runner's base is under siege from Salems.
Strategic launch detected.
Another nuke. And I guess the Salems killed the anti. It looks like they did. The Restorers brought in to deal with these. Was that attack worth it? I figure if the nuke lands. But the nuke's not going there, the nuke's going here to deal with all these factories. That's a lot of mass in factories here. And you can see over here the push. It's going to wipe this army, I think. GC moving out into this Tech 2 army. Yeah, Titan's outranged and outdamaged by Harbs. The Restorers, those anime girl pink Restorers, they could easily kill all of these without taking any real damage. The anti-air on these, not great. Looks like a giant World War II flak gun, but it fires lasers. Strats brought in. Those destroyers are definitely going to die there. Buck and Chuck's Naval Yard getting deleted by GC. And there, Red Wings has even moved his moved engineers over here and helping to defend his ally. Gatron working on a Tech 3 arty, so he's still playing Gap. Making Tech 3 arties and nukes. This is going to be important here. If the Restorers can take away even more mexes, remember that they're already ahead on eco, so the more damage they do, the better advantage it gives them. He's chewing through those shields with their little tickle lasers. Plenty of ASF over the top. I think Team 2 here should look to use their air advantage. They really should take map control with it. There's no ASF from Team 1. Just Gatron building whalers, T3 gunships. Very little ASF. Delete all the mexes. I mean, there's no anti-nuke here, right? What is the range of this anti-nuke? So they could drop a nuke right here and kill Red Wing's comm. Being 500 rated, I'm not sure he knows that. I guess he does know that. Surely he knows that he'll need an anti-nuke in a game like this. Or maybe he's just an absolute Chad and he's scouted the enemy and he knows there's no nuke, and so he's all good. Whalers as well. They are going to die to these Tech 1 anti-airs though. Just drop some units here. Much easier. Buck and Chuck completes an experimental. And that is an Awasa. Excellent way to use the air advantage. It looks like he's thrown all of his eco into that. So he's not attempted to eco any further. There's no RAS boys. There's no eco grid. It looks like he's going to be concentrating on using this Awasa. Should definitely get some mass fabs or some boys going. Increase your eco. Otherwise you're going to stall out at 250 for the remainder of the game. These Restorers, very strong. Why don't they just attack with the Restorers and the Awasa at the same time? Surely that would be optimal. 35 Restorers, Jesus. Delete all the Navy, I think. So the Awasa's coming in. What are the move commands? Well, the Restorers have been given a move right here. The Awasa is dropping a bomb on the army. Great bomb there. But it looks like it's not going to be covered, even though they have massive, overwhelming air superiority. Buttons is going to get the drop on the Awasa. It's losing health. Gets a bomb away. Bomb lands on the mexes. Awasa lands on the boys. So that may have been worth it, but that's so much mass dropped. Hard to know if that's really worth it there. The Restorers move in on their own. What are they going for? Are they going for the anti-nuke? No, they're not. They're going to go straight for the comm. Gatron under heavy fire here. He's got a few ASF to protect him. There's a few SAMs here as well, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Oh, tickled to death. Tickled to death there. Sent to the Shadow Realm by Yami, who didn't even use all of his Restorers. That's how much of a Chad he is. He just didn't even need these. And the GC is retreating. Look at this. Red Wings, my boy. He's got a GC. He hasn't done his mechs upgrades yet, but he's building a GC. If you ever see this, Red Wings, try and get your mexes up. Your income will be so much higher. And there's a whole bunch of salt in the chat. People blaming each other for each other's death. I mean, was there much that Gatron could have done about that in the back slot? Maybe not. He's sitting there making Tech 3 arty. Did that finish? Did that do damage? I assume... Did that do damage, that gun? It doesn't look like it. Sitting at the back making T3 arty versus 2 air players. Maybe he should have made some air, you know? Well, I don't know if you see what I see, but I see Buttons looking much more dangerous. 500 mass income. 3 base now. He's got all this to reclaim. I mean, with this and this, I mean that's half a paragon, right? He is spamming air now. Does he want to take this fight? Buttons build finishes a Tempest. I mean, okay. Summit on the field. I mean, the main threat is definitely air here. Cruisers, ASF. Yami playing really well here, in my opinion. His eco is fantastic. He's got a base, he's got anti-nuke, he's making restorers, he's controlling his air, splitting his things up. That's strong play. For a 900 player, that's strong, I think. Buck and Chuck finishes another Awasa and now starts some eco. So he is getting there. 40 minutes though, not a little bit late. More restorers. You could just take some down here. They haven't even scouted this. How is this going to go? Well, there's a bomb being dropped on the Navy here with the Arasa. Only gets 5 or 6. Looks like it's going to fly straight into the ASF. That is not smart move. He's going to try and turn as well. It might be better if he just tried to drop a bomb here. That poor anti-air gets crushed. Once Handsome says he played poorly and he wants a rematch. Well, I think contesting the middle mexes once Handsome instead of whatever you're trying to do up here. I mean, if you were trying to do some kind of sneak attack maybe, but you just set up a base where there wasn't anything to gain. Button says they need to use the mass. Absolutely, they've got so much mass. Let's have a look. There is 300,000 mass on their side of the map. Muscle Confusion dropping a lot of torps here on a single destroyer. Could have split those up and done lots more damage. But the GC and the Harb army here is going to rip through Muscle Confusion's army. These broads, the whalers coming in from Joban, I don't think are going to be able to get much done. There's too much Tech 3 anti-air here. What happened to that big group of restorers? Well, they came in here and died to flak by the looks of things. Joban being very aggressive here with his ASF, chasing Button's ASF ball all the way back to the base. I think he's going to pay for that with his life. gets his ASF cloud wiped out completely. And Joban has made T3 mexes on here. He is doing the good thing when taking back the mexes, but they only produce 18 without the rings around them. 27 with the mexes ringed, so an extra 9 mass to be had. Buttons could have split off some army up here and gone and taken these. He's doing good damage here though, killing off all the factories. And the Restorer's no longer able to touch this. Experimental units from all sides. We've got Tempest, 2 Tempests now. I think Navy is going to swing very quickly in Team 1's favour, despite the fact they've got a third of the eco basically. Well, just less than half. These summits crushing. And a Tsar out. Yami playing really well for a 900. I would not mind Yami on my team at all. He's just going to sit over this army. Oh, he's losing his shield though. You might want to get out of there. There's a lot of anti-air. He's committing to it. Don't think there was a need to do that. He could have let the battleships do the work. There's a huge air fight, and it looks like Yami has gotten out-microed by Buttons. The Tsar goes down. GC survives. Naval clash down here with the Salems and the Summits. Buttons really is starting to spread out across the map. He's looking very dangerous. Multiple anti-nukes, anti-air everywhere, armies pushing out, huge cloud of ASF, and it looks like he's going mass donut. So either he watched the game that we casted where the wheelie went Super Saiyan and went mass donut and sent UD to the Shadow Realm with them. This is questionable. Flying the shockers in. No ASF left. Oh. There is these aircraft carriers, so they are still strong. Start abusing the Tsar's anti-air range. Very powerful area denial tool, this. But it looks like the shockers are just derping around. What are you doing? What are these shockers doing? Wow. That is the Great Wall of Muscle right here. It's yellow, so we're going to call it the Great Wall of China. Don't build Ravagers like this, guys. It's never worth it. It's just never worth it, ever. Make a few if you want. It's almost never worth it to make big walls of PD like that. Your opponent will just find a way around it. This galaxy is about to get blown up. Oof. That's what you get for looking the wrong way. The double Tempest. And with the confusion, TV Nobby has got himself back into the naval game, and he's just gone Tech 2 Navy again. He's got his own galaxies. They're on the way. What happened to the other Tsar? Well, that died too, so 2 Tsars thrown away here. Button's not going to throw his Tsars away, that's for sure. He's got so many donuts. 1 donut, 2 donuts, 3 donuts, 4 donuts. Although there is sea and air donuts, I suppose, but... Now it's Team 2's turn. Team 2's turn to feel under a little bit of pressure. Even though they have 5.5k mass income to 2.5, so they're still double eco. The thing is, what are they doing with it? Well, building more boys. We've got a Mavor under construction. We've got boys being built. We've got Tsar. We've got a crab. Anything else? Not sure what the crab's for, but it will help to deal with the navy. Over here, well, poor TV Nobby is just concentrating on building navy. He's got no additional eco. Red Wings has he's made a floating army here. This is quite a strong Tech 2 support army for navy, and he's taken another base, so definitely doing well. He's even going eco. Red Wings, my boy, 500 rated. Ecoing up. But these Tsars are going to be extremely dangerous. I think it's kind of a shame that these oh, he got one with the shockers. Very nice. Can he get another one? Oof. Maybe. I think, yeah, he's going to get some bombs dropped at least. So I didn't think they were going to hold that, but Team 2 with their big eco strats and their battleships here, the Summits. Now, Summit has the same range as the Sea Donut. Obviously, the Omen has a lot less range than both, but the Summit has great range. We are up to 4 air donuts. That is going to be a big problem. I really like how there's this like high rated exchange up here, and then down here we've got a 700 versus a 900, and they're still kind of basically fighting with Tech 2 and a few Tech 3 units at 45 minutes. I think that's kind of cool. The game is still remaining to be somewhat even in the middle here with the combat, despite all of this madness up top. So in comes Yami with a whole bunch of ASF, and he is focusing one donut down, which is what he needs to do, but against all these ASF and the donuts, I'm not sure. Is he going to get one? It's close. Okay, so they do drop one donut, 3 remain. They lose all of their ASF for that. And Red Wings chooses now as his time to send out his army, which I think is a good call. They can push this island, that's worth a lot of mass. Nuke. Where is the nuke going? Well, looks like it's coming down here. What is the range of this anti-nuke? Red Wings did manage to build one, and it does cover his allies' base. What a teammate. We'll see if that nuke gets through. Another crab. So we're spamming crabs here. Muscle Confusion spamming fat boys. But I don't think the danger is from the land. They're building up all this land army, but I think the threat is the donuts, very clearly. This nuke going to land on the navy. Picks off a battleship. Another battleship almost half done here. And all of the build power. That will cut off the reinforcements. The naval is swinging back in favor of Team 2. And the response from Buttons is to just make more Tsars. So this might end in an all-in. So look, he's got all 5 pieces of Exodia here, ready to send. Oh, is he going? No, he's not. I thought he was ready to send Team 2 to the Shadow Realm, but it doesn't look like it yet. So who do you think's coming out on top here? I mean, the territory is still fairly even split. We've got these little battles down here. All over the map we've got these little combats. We've got this invasion here. We've got beach attack here. We've got this standoff here. We've got the naval here. And look, Gap gets a lot of hate, but well, I don't mind this one. I did play this map, did create a game and play this map before I did the cast to see what it was like. It did turn out, you know, it was a bit turtly, to be fair. But, I mean, this is extreme hardcore turtle porn right here. This is like unfiltered, extreme German turtle porn. But I think it's better than the original Gap. There's more to fight over. You got these land, you got hover. I like the terrain. It does mess up the naval pathing, but I still like it. All 6 donut infinity czars have been assembled here by Buttons. Is Buttons... Is he waiting too long? I feel like he has a fairly significant advantage. He could move... Oh, there's a lot of anti-air. A lot of anti... Why are these here? What are these going to achieve? Muscle confusion, you absolute turtle monster. Jesus, another line? Another line? Oh my god. I have never seen so many Ravagers outside of a survival map. Okay, it looks like Joban wants to go. He's bringing his teammates. This is going to be a decisive engagement. It's going to be over the Team 2's governors, which is great. Oh. Those ASF are getting damaged by the beams. Don't want to fly directly into the middle because the beams will get you. In come the ASF. There's Solaces being sent in. Looks like it's going to be a crushing victory there for Buttons, who is stacking his Zars on Shift G so they can't be attacked individually. You filthy tryhard, Buttons. Against players under 1,000, you should be ashamed of yourself. But you are down, like, massively on eco, so we'll allow it. Got an Absolver on the field. Wow. Don't normally see those. And one donut here, beaming everyone. Whilst all the ASF were here fighting, this donut was getting some work done. But not that much work done. It lands on the GCs, and this is the donut graveyard. One died here. Button's still with a lot. That's a Scathis completed. Joban, the absolute weapon, finishes a Scathis. His eco is 1,000 a second, and he is firing his Scathis. And surely Buttons has to go now. If he wasn't going to go before, he must go now. He's got a spread move. Is that on who it is? Is he spreading out to protect himself from the Scathis? No! Red Wings, your base! I think Buttons needs to push his air advantage while he still has it. He is on a timer now, for sure. He's got plenty of strats. Yes, he can destroy this eco and take these things out, but we're gonna get 2 battles here. We're gonna get a great fight here. And we might get an air all in at the same time. This is double crab versus triple GC. Both with supporting armies. This looks like it's going well for the crab army because Buttons is AFK. He looks like he was going to do a bomb here, but he decided not to. He's taking a lot of fire from the aircraft carriers. The GCs are not doing well. There's Percy's in here as well. This is going to be it. He's going to lose this fight here for sure. This fight in the middle is lost to Buttons. He needs to all in now. We've got... Oh my goodness. Yami's almost finished a Paragon. Surely if this doesn't work for Buttons, he is finished. Here he goes. He's coming after the Scathis. The Scathis is actually hitting the... Is the Scathis hitting the donuts? It looks like it was. All those Rastoys go up. And instantly the eco for Team 2 drops by 1,000. Huge number of SAMs being spammed everywhere. That nuke has got nearly 2 nukes loaded in it, but it hasn't been fired. Signal runner could have done work with that nuke. He does launch it. It looks like the Paragon got dropped. Oh, Yami's comm. Is he going to get sent to the Shadow Realm? Yes, he is. Yami gets popped, and look at the eco drop. He had so much eco. He is the top player right now for sure. Boom. Team 2's eco takes another huge hit. Down to 3 from 5.5 with that attack. Are they done? Well, no. Parazon is working on his Mavor. He has decided he's going to do it himself. He's not assisting anything here. Oh, now he is. Well, he's overflowing mass and not using his build power, so... Unfortunate there. And they don't actually look like they've got a... They haven't got an Omni, so they may have lost it in that attack. Buttons, well, Buttons doesn't have an Omni either. He's using his Tsar to defend against the land army here. These units getting clogged up. Not enough anti-air in this mix. And Red Wings might come in clutch here to protect Buttons' base with his Tech 2 floaty army again. Playing well for a 500. Another nuke loaded but not being used. Where did that last one land? I didn't see. Doesn't look like it got anyone's base though. Unless it landed here. Oh, did it land? No, this anti-nuke's got 4 loaded. I didn't see where that nuke landed. Mate, no, that's from Squealer's death. A small 1.5 million mass to reclaim on the map. We are at 55 minutes. The game is looking a lot more even than it was. But Buttons has exhausted his units. He's making more Tsars. Spamming PD at the front, never a good sign. The Tsar does delete those Titans insanely quickly though. Blaze is not a great unit, to be honest. Good against tech, good against Zuis. Not great against Titans. And my boy Red Wings is making ASF. He is protecting the Navy from gunships. What a Chad. Mavor looks like it's nearly ready. What else is coming up? Crab. Well, all the production here has basically been burned out. Are there any targets to nuke? Well, not really, to be honest. I don't think there's any good targets to nuke. They're holding the middle still. It looks like Buttons is just going to go for the same thing. I mean, I guess he needs to. I don't think he can beat Blue in an eco fight. Especially when he's got this and this. My god. Team 1 has devolved into arguing about who has the most autism. And I hate to break it to you, but this entire game is autistic. So the answer is everybody. $127,000 mass killed on this Tsar. What the fuck? That's insane. 5 stars are there. Naval battle's still going on. Red Wings doing the arty on the beach tactic that we see in Setons when things are desperate. The Mavor is finished. Look at that, extending its giant penis there. It's finding a target over there somewhere. Fire then. Boom.
Strategic launch detected.
Here goes the nuke. Where is it going? Well, stick it back. Coming down here, but there's no... I feel like... If they... Are they sniping the anti-nuke? I mean, the big brain play here is to snipe the anti-nuke and drop the nuke on the Salvation, right? Red Wings has spammed up a Salvation. Where is he firing that? It's only just finished, look. Well, the Mavor's landing on the Salvation. Red Wings need... I don't think he knows to assist the shields. Even then, I don't think he's got enough to keep it up. Oh! He's going for the anti-nuke? It's still firing. Where is he going? Did he big brain that specifically? He stopped firing just as it got through the shield. He's going for the comm. There's no assistance, no extra build power being given to try to protect this Salvation.
Boom! Headshot.
Oh, buddy. Poor Red Wings. He eats a headshot from the Mavor. Very unfortunate for him there.
Strategic launch detected.
He was doing well. I think Red Wings played well. I'm not sure why that nuke is going here and not for TV Nobby, who seems very exposed right now. Buttons has increased his eco by about 300-400 in the last few minutes, but it's not... I don't feel like it's going to be enough. Oh, he's been given this base. Okay, he's been gifted this. That's why his income is up to 1.3k. This nuke? Questionable, I would say. Kills almost nothing. The anti-nukes have been paused after they've got anti-nukes in them, which is quite big brain. Oh, the Mavor is going to do them in. What's coming here? Well, it looks like it's going to be Parazon who tries to finish this. He is the guy doing the damage right now. Another nuke out. Surely that's down here. Yeah, he's learned from the last nuke. Still spamming these huge Titan armies. They really haven't achieved very much this game. Another nuke. Where's that going? Well, it's going here, but there are 4 nukes, anti-nukes loaded, so that's not going to work. Or is it? Preemptive big brain. No. Missed. No. Where is Button's comm? Well, it's here, so he's actually very much in danger. This nuke lands and rips out the heart of this base. Looks like the Tsars are going to get taken down. Too much flak air from 4 players there. 1, 2, 3, 4 players making ASF to protect from the Tsars. Definitely a team effort here. They're all fighting Buttons. He's got 4-1 down on eco. People talking about real life by the looks of things. Not sure what's going on there. Real life is clearly not important. And Buttons is building torp launchers in the bay in the face of Tech 3 subs and mass torpedo bomber. That doesn't seem like a good plan. Well, I think he's very dead here. Boom. Buttons gets taken out. I assume that's Nobby who control K'd himself over here. And the game desyncs, but that's because all the players have left. So a pretty interesting game. I think Team 2 were a long way ahead in eco, but Buttons really fought well. I guess that just goes to show, you know, when you come up against a team in a team game and there's someone who's much higher than you on the other team, it doesn't necessarily mean that much. A lot of players will quit out of games if they see clan tags or they see people in the same team. It doesn't matter that much. You can still do well against teams or high-rated players. So no scores today, obviously, due to that last-minute desync. But if we look around to the players, we need to decide our MVP for today. Obviously, up here, Buttons. I mean, he played really well, but he is 1800. I was kind of expecting him to carry. He did carry. Turns out it wasn't enough, but he played really well. Who we got up here? Well, my boy up here, Paragon. I mean, there's no adjacency around this Mavor. It's not very well protected. He kind of got a bit lucky. We definitely saw at times that he had full firing mass and he wasn't using all of his build power. Buck and Chuck up here did some great damage with that arse washer early on, but his base is not well developed. And what is this? Jesus Christ, how many is this? 80 Tech 3 anti-airs in a row. That's wild. Not that strong there. Although he has played naval. Look what's this. He's making the GameCube logo here out of hives. Muscle confusion, very strong land, pushed all the time. But imagine if he, instead of spending all of this mass on Ravagers, imagine if instead of making 59 Ravagers, he had made like 250 Percys and just rammed them into the face of Team 1. That would have probably just ended the game straight up. So I think my MVP today is probably going to be Yami here. I think he did really well, played air everywhere, was definitely a dominant force, defended all the Tsars. I think he was definitely controlling his stuff. Don't forget, he sniped someone with those restorers earlier as well. I think he played well above a 900 rated player. And not forget, second place Red Wings, he played much better than a 500 would be expected to. Just remember, Red Wings, upgrade your mexes. Yeah, my MVP today is going to be Yami. I think he did really well. Do you agree with that? Does someone else deserve it? You can always let me know. If you've got a replay, you can send it in. If you've got a map or some memes you would like to be covered, then you can also let me know about those. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.